Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody's doing well today, and I hope everyone had a good Christmas. So, today I'm going to go ahead and talk about the three punishments. And if you can turn with me to First Chronicles Chapter 21, and I'm going to go ahead and explain that David was tempted by Satan. David was a leader of Israel. However, Satan stood up against Israel and provoked David to count each and every person in Israel. David fell into that temptation, and he knew it was wrong to count, but he did it anyway. So he ordered Joab to count, and that was David's one simple mistake. His mistake counted so many people's lives. David was tempted by Satan to count how many people were in Israel, and David knew it was wrong. God forbid him to do so. However, he ordered Joab to sum up the total, and in this total, the tribe of Levi and Benjamin were excluded. David did not listen to God about not counting the people of Israel, and he knew that he sinned against the Lord Almighty. So, because of his sin, he was given three choices of punishment. Even though David knew it was wrong, he did it anyways, guys. He did not follow God's instruction for whatever reason. He was tempted by Satan, but he still did it anyways. He followed his flesh. He followed his desires, maybe his pride. Maybe he was stubborn. He did not want to follow his father's instruction. And so what happened when we don't follow a father's instruction? We get in trouble. We fall into our own pit. So this can apply to our practical lives. Are you going to do evil and suffer the punishments? Are you ready to suffer the punishments if you do evil? Are you going to disobey God after He told you what is right? Are you going to allow your pride to bring your own demise? David was a leader, and his mistake led to the death of many. Even though David knew what was right, he refused and did his thing, which caused the punishment of Israel. God gave David a choice to do what was right or wrong. Unfortunately, he made the wrong choice. So because David made the wrong choice, God gave him three choices of punishment. David had to pick one. And this is what it is now, guys. One simple mistake can lead to punishment, to consequences. So, verse 12, I will read. Either 3 years of famine, or 3 months to be destroyed before thy foes, or 3 days the sword of the Lord's pestilence. David chose the 3 days, the sword of the Lord's pestilence. And God sent an angel into Jerusalem to destroy it. And David lifted up his eyes and saw the angel of the Lord stand between the earth and the heaven, having a drawn sword in his hand, stretched out over Jerusalem. There were many people who died, and they were plagued. I'm sure there were many counted for that were dead. So David counted them alive by Joab, but because of his wrong choices, now they were counting probably dead bodies. So we have to clearly know that we can't follow our own ways because our ways are not God's ways. God is our Father, and He instructs us to give good instruction and give us wisdom and to give us life. But when we choose to walk in the wrong path and walk with people who continue to do bad things or wicked things, that will lead to our own destruction and many other people's destruction. Either you're going to choose life or death. People have free will and they decide to choose good or evil. I cannot say that Satan will not tempt you to do bad things or things that you shouldn't do. However, you have a choice to decide in the matter what you want to do. You can think for yourself. Just because people or lots of people are doing something doesn't mean you have to follow them. You can make your own choice. You can think for yourself. God created you to have a brain, and that brain functions in many capacities, and one of those functions is your thinking and decision making. So, David did not make the right choice, which led to many people being plagued by the pestilence. And there are many people right now who are leaders who are making wrong choices and leading other people to destruction. Many people can't think for themselves and they like to follow the crowd, which is unfortunate. I pray that you will make the right choice in all choices that you have to make in the future. I hope this word blessed you, and I will see you guys later. Shalom.